Hello everyone, hope everyone is having a wonderful new year, and if you're new here, my name is Justin. You can follow me on here and also on Instagram at Justin Ray for inexpensive home decor ideas. I am so excited for today's video. I've created a couple Dollar Tree DIYs to freshen up your homes for the new year. These projects are so simple and most of the materials can be found at the Dollar Tree or your local hardware store. I've also partnered with Harry's for today's video and I'm super excited to share that with you. Let me know what you think in the comments of these easy DIYs and how they turned out. I hope they inspire you to make your own and get crafty, and I also really hope you enjoyed the video. So for this first project, what we're going to do is take one of these larger frames from the Dollar Tree and also one of these smaller ones, the 4x6. And we're actually just going to attach them together. I wanted to create more of a higher end looking frame. So first you want to remove the back of the smaller frame, and we're going to actually sit that aside and we're going to just use the frame itself. You want to pull out all of the little tabs that keep the glass in place. And these come out pretty easily. All you have to do is wiggle them a little bit and they'll come right out. Now what you want to do is put a little bit of glue around the edge of the frame. You don't want to put too much because when you press it down, some of it might come out and show. So just put a little bit around the edges. And once you have it centered on the frame, what you want to do is just press down for a couple seconds and hold it in place. Now you just want to take that smaller piece of paper that we set off to the side from the small frame and just place it in the middle, and that's going to help prevent the spray paint from getting on that area. Once you have those glued together, we're ready to spray paint. So I used Farmhouse Black from Rust-Oleum. I love this color, but the nice thing about this project is you really could do any different type of color. I think white would look nice, or gold, to really fit any different type of decor. I let the first coat dry and then I went back in and added a second one just to give it a nice all-over coat of paint. Once both coats are dry, what we want to do is take this faux leather ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I bought this in the tan. I love this stuff. I used it on a couple projects already, and I kind of want to create a little handle to hang it from the wall with. So to create a handle, what I did is I just looped it over and I'm going to be hot gluing it to the back of the picture frame. And you'll see once I go to hang it exactly what the loop looks like. So I took a little bit of hot glue and just placed it on the outer corners and attached the ribbon with that. To really secure them in place, I just went over the ends of the ribbons with a little bit of this electrical tape that I also got from the Dollar Tree, just really to hold them in place and make sure that they don't come off, even though I'm pretty sure the hot glue is strong enough to hold them. These frames are pretty light, but better to be safe than sorry. So that's pretty much it for this photo frame. I think it looks super cute, but I wanted to create some easy art. So I took some of this contact paper from the Dollar Tree. I like this print. It kind of gives me like a vintage vibe. And what I'm going to do is actually take like one of the areas of flowers and kind of center that and cut that out and create art out of it. Now once you have that cut out, all you have to do is pop it back in the frame and add the backing, and that's your photo. So I'll show you here in a second exactly how I hang it from the wall, but I think this turned out really cute and it's so inexpensive and everything's from the Dollar Tree except the paint. So all I did to hang it from the wall is take a little gold thumbtack and I just pressed it right in, and this is more than enough to secure it into the wall, and I think it came out so cute. And like I said, you could really paint this to fit any different type of decor, and for only a couple bucks, I love the way it came out. Talking about refreshing your house for the new year, I wanted to share today's sponsor, Harry's. My goal for 2021 is to start taking better care of myself, and what better way than with Harry's, which has helped change the way I shave with their premium, hassle-free way of ordering right to your doorstep. Shaving for me has always been an interesting process considering I have a beard. I always find that razors are just too expensive and always seem to become unusable and blunt after a few uses. I haven't found that with Harry's, which makes me so happy. One of the things that also makes me feel so good about using Harry's is that they give 1% of their global sales to nonprofit organizations that provide mental health care to men in need. When Harry's reached out to me, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to try something new. I've used other shaving sets and electric razors in the past, which just haven't done it for me. What I love about the razors from Harry's are the flexed hinges, which really help me to get a clean shave around the contours of my beard. The precision trimmer blade also really helped me to get those hard spots that I unfortunately miss sometimes. Also, this foam shaving gel is so smooth and creamy, it makes my face feel fresh and hydrated with its natural ingredients, including aloe vera and cucumber. You can get this trial set for only $3, which for a high quality set like this is an absolute steal. They also just released their sharpest blades ever, and they're still the same low price of only $2 each. Make sure you head on over to harrys.com/justinray to redeem your trial set for only $3. This next project is probably one of my new favorites. I love the way this came out and it's so simple. I was really inspired by the Studio McGee collection at Target. I love the little vases, but they're sold out everywhere, so I had to figure out a way to try and create my own. So I found these little hair rollers at the Dollar Tree, and I thought that they would work perfectly as handles. This project ended up being so simple. All I did was take the foam hair rollers, added a little bit of hot glue at the end, and attached them right onto the vase. And at the bottoms of them, I just cut them at an angle so they laid flush with the rest of the vase. Look at how cute these ended up coming out. I love the idea of this, and I can think of so many different possibilities. So what I ended up doing is adding one handle to either side of the vase. That was so simple. I absolutely love this idea. So now to create some texture on the outside of the vase, what I did is I just took some primer that I had, just regular house paint, mixed it with a little bit of this Buff Craft paint, and then mixed in some baking soda. I know everybody has seen this trick and I've used it a couple times myself, but I love the way this ends up looking on vases, and it's such an easy way to give them really some texture and make them look more expensive. I did want to share that if you have a little bit of issue with the handle sticking with hot glue, just use a little bit of super glue, and that also comes in handy if you don't have a hot glue gun on hand. Also, if your paint starts to get a little dry, just mix a little water in with it and it'll come right back to life. Another thing I love about this paint is that one coat was plenty to be able to cover this entire vase. I love the way this looks white, but imagine all the different color combinations you could come up with. Terracotta, any one of them would look so pretty on this. I just love the way it came out. So I was on Pottery Barn's website and I saw these antique looking mirrors and I thought that they were so cool and they reminded me of kind of industrial type of window frames, and I had to try and figure out a way to create this. So I looked all over the Dollar Tree to try to find the square mirrors, but I don't think that they sell them anymore. So I decided to come up with my own way to kind of create my own mirrors. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the glass from the frame and completely clean it off. I wanted to make sure that the paint would adhere to the glass, so make sure it's completely clean. Next, I mixed together a half mixture of half white vinegar and half water, and I'm also going to be using the Krylon Looking Glass spray paint. I love this paint, and this is also a fantastic method if you want to create mercury glass. I've done this a few times and I love the way it comes out. So once you've given the glass a light spritz, you want to really shake up this paint because it can become really drippy really fast. And then you just want to spray paint one layer over top of the glass. And I left this part in because I wanted you to see how fast this paint actually dries. It doesn't really take that long, and I just used the back of the frame to kind of fan it, and you can see it's already drying. But if you're impatient like me, you can use one of these heat guns and really speed up the process. Now once the first layer has dried down, you want to take a little towel and go through and wipe off the excess water. This will create kind of the spots in it, so it gives it that really antique look. And then I just went through with the spray paint and added a second layer. Another thing, if you are using this paint, it does really smell, so make sure you use it outside or you have lots of ventilation. I did end up adding 3 layers to each one of the glass pieces. And you can see how cool this looks when it comes out. So I did end up doing 3 layers on each one of these glass pieces. And then all I did was I just popped them back in the frame. And I left the frames black because I actually really like these ones and they're more of a matte black. And you can see that you want to leave the doll part of it, the part that you spray painted, facing towards the back because it's the other side that's more reflective. And so to create some backing, I actually just used the back of the original picture frame and flipped it around, and that created like a darker shadow in the back. And my mirror's done. So I actually ended up creating 12 of these and hung them on the wall. I promise it doesn't take as long as you think, but I love the way they came out, and I just used some command strips to hang them on the wall. Okay, and this is me trying to decide where I wanted it. I knew I wanted to hang them above my couch, so all I did is I took some painter's tape and I put a line across the wall, and I started to line the frames up with that. Another thing I like about this project is you kind of can hang them in whatever direction you like. So I went with 4x3 because I kind of wanted to create almost like a faux window. I really wanted to reflect the light off of the other window to just really make the room bright. And that's it. I love this idea. I think it's such an easy way to upcycle these frames from the Dollar Tree and create your own mirror. I love the antique effect of them. I also think this could look really cool at the end of a hallway or in a bedroom, but I love the idea and I really hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed the video. These easy DIYs are probably some of my favorites, and I can't wait to make more of those cute little vases. If you recreate any of the projects, make sure to tag me so I can see. I love seeing how everyone gets creative and makes them their own. And if you did enjoy these DIYs, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Justin Ray. Ray is spelled with a W-R-A-Y. Thank you for watching.